2, 1.
Hi, everyone. This is real estate coach Craig Proctor, and welcome to the Craig Proctor Real Estate Show. Today, from North Palm Beach, Florida, I have my superstars. I have the Kendrick team. Rick, how are you doing today? And thank you for being with us.
Fabulous, Craig. Appreciate you having us on. We're really excited about what's going on right now with our company.
And Karey, how are you doing today?
Oh, fantastic. We're thrilled to be on your show. Thank you for having us.
Well, thank you. You guys have done such an awesome job. Look, this is long overdue. So glad that you could be with here today. Tell us a little bit about how you got involved with Craig Proctor and what the real estate biz, what that was like for you before we met and what's changed. And then we're going to talk about how other real estate agents all over Florida and all over North America can do what you're doing.
So we pretty much got started in real estate back in 2009. I was working in commercial real estate, and during the Great Recession, they closed our office and I came home. Rick was retired and I said, honey, you've got to go get your real estate license. So we started our own independent company. Back then I had my broker's license.
Mm-hmm.
And then we quickly just realized that even though we thought we were transitioning from like a real job into freedom, right? Freedom with our time and freedom with however much money we could make, we realized that we actually traded our 40-hour-a-week job for an 80-hour-a-week job. And so
I'm so glad you mentioned that, because people get into real estate because they think, oh my God, I'm going to make all this money and have all this freedom. And if you're successful in real estate, doing it the old way, the very first thing you lose is your freedom. You know, I tell that story about, if you worked in corporate America and you had a sales position, you're probably making a couple $100,000 a year. You got a company car, you got 3 or 4 weeks vacation, you work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, and you leave that and you get in real estate. And then you realize, oh my God, I'm working 7 days a week.
Exactly.
All right. So Karey, you're a good salesperson. You sold Rick on the idea of
wait, let me just tell you what I was doing, Craig. I retired. I had just sold my company and I was retired for a few years. So she was working. So I was cooking dinner for her every night, meeting her at the door with a glass of wine. And then she came home and she said this to me. And then I said, you want me to go back to work? And in 2 weeks, I got my license. In 2 weeks in Florida, you can get a real estate license and sell something. The most important thing people ever own in their life is the house.
It's amazing, really. 2 weeks. Well, look, a lot of people get into real estate because it's easy to get into, but it's not easy to succeed. It might be easy to get into this deal, but look, you guys have done an awesome job. And I love the fact that you guys work together and you're able to build this awesome business, because it is a great business. Once you figure it out and you get on the other side of this and you've mastered lead generation and team building. Tell us a little bit about what your team and your business looks like today.
So right now, just to let you know, we joined Craig Proctor in 2016. And then we followed through and joining the Platinum in 2017. And you remember Warren was one of our coaches. And then we ended up having Frank, he was really fabulous, really a great coach. And then we won the Quantum Leap Award in 2017, and then took the big leap for Titanium in 2021. And then the ultimate success ladder would have been, your home sold guarantee at in January 2022. So we've gone through this for a series, and believe me, Craig, this opportunity, a lot of agents don't realize just getting 2 weeks to get your license and going out there and looking for houses and trying to sell a house takes a little bit more. With 45,000 agents in Palm Beach County, it takes a lot more. So our company structure is like this. We have 2 virtual administrative assistants that actually are in the Philippines, Marilee and Esper. Marilee is actually involved in our recruiting process, and we've started an aggressive recruiting process to get outside sales agents. Then we have 2 inside sales agents, Anna and Jennifer, who are actually in Argentina. Now, you're wondering why we don't have Filipinos. Well, the reason why we have people in Argentina is because about 30% of our database is bilingual. So
makes sense.
Spanish. So
Right.
they speak Spanish. So they're able to communicate in both languages for that. Then we have follow up with our OSAs. We have 5 OSAs currently right now, looking to jump to 25 to 30 OSAs. But to top it off with that, we do have our team, leadership team, which involves Jennifer Way, myself, and Karey. And we meet every week, going through the process of getting our team going.
You know, the great thing about this is to be able to get up every day and love what you're doing. So you and Karey get to focus on the fun parts, which is building the business, masterminding it. You've now mastered leveraging yourself through the efforts of other people, and it's worldwide. I mean, it's amazing that we can have people all over the world helping you with your real estate enterprise in North Palm Beach, Florida. You know,
Yes.
it's just an amazing thing that we can bring in. We're not limited now by people in our community. We can go anywhere in the world to find great talent. So when you started with me, what were your biggest challenges or problems, and how do you feel being involved with Craig Proctor coaching? How do we help you overcome those challenges?
Well, that's a great question. So when I got my license, I was actually driving around streets looking for sale by owner signs. And then I ran out of relatives to sell houses to, quite honestly. And then I really didn't want to sell to relatives because I always had to give them a discount. So the situation is riding around looking for sale by owners and knocking on their doors became to a situation where we didn't have a future. So we needed some type of leadership or some type of system that would give us a future.
So how did you find me? How did you find me?
So we found you, I guess it must have been through an email or something we got through our real estate association. James was going to be down in Fort Lauderdale doing a half-a-day seminar.
Right.
So we went down there, and immediately we knew that this was for us. You know, I mean, we couldn't transition out of like our mindset of, you know, we needed to find as many people as we knew to sell houses to, but we needed to transition into systems and marketing so that we could expand that to an unlimited amount of people, which was learning to do business with strangers. So that's where the systems, the presentations, the scripts, learning all that and implementing all that into our business really allowed us to move to the next level.
Okay, so we're going to take everyone through this process. You convince Rick to come out of retirement. He sells all your friends and relatives he possibly can real estate. Then you find me. You come to a free half-day seminar. And what James said made sense, which is, hey, if you want to be super successful in real estate, you have to figure out how to do business with strangers. And we have to make sure that doing business with strangers is easy, it's inexpensive. And so you get started with lead generation. It works. You're building the business. Now, in the beginning, you didn't have a team. It was just the two of you, correct?
Correct. Yeah, it was just Karey and I. And then we simply started off with that free market evaluation in the Florida Weekly that went out every week. That simple ad right there generated a tremendous amount of business for us.
So in the beginning, what you're thinking is, well, we can handle this. You know, we're hard workers. And then eventually there's such an overflow of business. You realize, okay, we've got to, you know, even though we're working as efficiently as we possibly can, we need to start leveraging through other people. So who was your first hire? Was it an administrative person or a licensed agent?
Actually, our first hire was an inside salesperson.
Okay.
And we brought her on part-time.
All right. So now the leads are going to the inside sales agent. And were you and Gail going out? Were you and Karey going out to the appointments yourself, or did you have? I guess so. There was only you two. You didn't have an outside sales agent, right?
Yeah. So it's actually me going out. Karey was staying in, developing and getting the systems in operation, because this was a big task for us, just for her and I, to implement all the programs that we wanted to take on.
But, you know, it was good that you had that great repetition of going out in all those appointments, because now you could coach other agents how to be awesome like you when you meet with buyers and sellers.
And really, what I've seen, Craig, is that the agents that we interview through the process, they've just never been exposed to this. It's just like a buyer or a seller. When we do presentations to them, they go, "I've never had anybody do a presentation before." Agents like that today are in the same direction. They don't have the tools to make it happen.
Okay, so here's where we are in the story so far. Karey gets into real estate, loves it, convinces Rick to get in. Rick's like, okay, it's a 2-week course, sell to all the friends and relatives, come to the Craig Proctor seminar. Now you start running leads, direct response marketing. Your business blows up. You hire an inside sales agent, but now both of you are running around with the buyers and sellers. And when did you hire your first outside sales agent?
Soon after that, we hired on 2 agents with us to come on and start working with us because we were generating leads. I mean, right now, Craig, we have over 16,000 people in our database. We generate about 300 leads a month. So take in mind that our ISAs are making the calls every day.
Okay, if you're a realtor watching this and you're in North Palm Beach, listen to what you're hearing. Okay, Rick and Karey, their biggest problem is trying to handle. It's a good problem to have. Their biggest challenge is trying to handle the abundance of new business coming into their world, into their business every single day. What does the team look like today now? How many inside agents and how many outside sales agents do you have?
So right now we have 2 inside sales agents. We have 5 outside sales agents, which includes me, because I try to go in and come back out to continue to work on the business. But we have so many leads, I got to go back in and continue to make presentations.
You know what? I've been on both ends of this, and I've been the agent with no business, and I've been the agent with an abundance of it. And I must say, I prefer the end with the abundance of business coming in. Different problems, but better problems to have. Now, I want to explain to everybody what a sweet deal your outside sales agents have. I mean, you're not giving your outside sales agents leads. You're actually giving them appointments. Okay, everyone watching this, I want to frame this so you understand what a wonderful opportunity this is, working with Rick and Karey on their team, and it would be a partnership. So if you're in North Palm Beach and you want to make more money and you want to work less, check this opportunity out. So Rick and Karey, they generate the leads. The leads go to the inside sales agents. The inside sales agents call the leads, qualify the buyers and sellers, and only the most motivated, super qualified buyers and sellers are booked for an appointment. So if you were an outside sales agent working on the Kendrick team, you literally are just going from listing appointment to listing appointment to listing appointment. Now, the Kendricks would give you the Craig Proctor listing presentation, customized for you, and they would coach you up, because obviously the more money you make, the more money they make. So they have a vested interest to you being really successful. Now, you would go out to these preset listing appointments. You would literally just go through the same presentation over and over and over again. When you get the listing signed, okay, you send that back to the office. The sign is ordered up. The pictures are taken of the house. The feature sheets are made. The keys cut. The key box is installed, and they call the seller for you. Like that is the biggest no-brainer in real estate. So, folks, if you're in North Palm Beach, you don't need to call Craig Proctor. If you're a realtor and you want to make more money and you want to work less, you'll never get a better deal than just even making a phone call to the Kendricks. Don't be skeptical about this. Here's the deal. Like on my team, I had agents who were making $300,000-$400,000 a year net in their pocket. There's no way they would have made that out on their own. And that's why this team system that we've cracked the code on works for everybody. It's not something where the Kendricks get rich on your back. No. You do really well. The Kendricks do well, and that's how this whole team dynamic works. Anything you guys want to add?
Yeah, Craig, it's very interesting. We had an agent who came down from Charlotte, transferred down to us, And then in the first 30 days, he got a contract executed with a buyer for $1.3 million in 30 days. In 30 days. And we have another agent right now that has 5 deals that she's working right now. And the factor is that that's the system working, because before she could only do 1 deal at a time because she had to do everything. Here, what she has 3 listings. We have a listing coordinator taking care of her process of the listing. Number 2, the whole process of getting the listing, the brochures. She doesn't have to worry about that. Then she's got buyers. We'll even write the dadgum contracts for them. For buyers.
You know, if you're watching this right now and it sounds too good to be true, I get it, but you should at least reach out to Rick and Karey and have a conversation. What would be the best way for a realtor in your marketplace just to, how would you like them to reach out to you?
Call me direct, 561-702-4782. Anytime.
So what we'll do is we'll put your contact information at the end of our interview here, so everybody can get a hold of you. But okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about all the things that an outside sales agent on your team would never have to do. You would never ask them to make cold calls. They would never have to chase FSBOs expired. They're literally getting appointments on their. In real estate, you'll never get a sweeter deal than that. Think about that. You're an outside sales agent. That's all you do is you go from appointment to appointment to appointment, and you're witnessing signatures. That's how you make the most amount of money in real estate. You don't have to worry about the advertising costs, the marketing costs, taking the pictures, getting the keys cut, the sign up and down. None of that is all taken care of for you. So it is an amazing opportunity here for real estate agents who, I'm going to say this, if their most important thing is making the most amount of money and working less, this is a great opportunity. Here's who this is not for. The agent that maybe their currency is different and they're more worried about their ego or having their picture on the sign or whatever. Look, I tried to recruit many realtors like that. I had one guy I was talking to, he was making about $100,000 a year. And I'm having a conversation, okay, but what do you really net? He says, well, I net about 60. Said, so you spend 40 to make the 100, so you really net 60. This guy's complaining. He just gone through a divorce. He works 7 days a week. He never sees his kids. I said, so you're doing all that to net 60. I said, if you come and you work with me, you'll make 2 or 3 times that net in your pocket. Now, if they can set the ego aside and really focus on why did I get into real estate? Because I want to make more money and have more time and have a better life in real estate. This opportunity to team up with the Kendrick team is the biggest no-brainer in real estate. Now, if you're not in North Palm Beach, by the way, if you're not in Rick and Karey's marketplace and you want to do what they're doing, then you're going to contact me. You know, if you're watching this and you're in Chicago, well, obviously you're not going to work for the Kendrick team in North Palm Beach. So anywhere else in the United States or Canada, contact me. I will do a free breakthrough call with you. Basically, how the Kendricks met me, we'll do that with you. And all you have to do is go to proctorcall.com. So my name, proctorcall.com. We'll stick that in the comments below as well. It's a clickable link, book a day and time, and we'll talk to you about where you are and how to get to where the Kendricks are. If you want to have a real business, or, you know, maybe you just want to stay a real estate agent. Aren't you glad, Rick, that you're still not just trying to sell to your friends and relatives?
Every time I have one of them call, I go, you know, really, you know, I just get a little nervous about it because I know the first thing they're going to ask me is, what can you give me a little cut in the fee, you know? And
that's okay. I totally agree with you. The worst customers I had were friends and relatives because they want a favor, right? Yeah. They're the ones that, they were the hardest ones to get the commission from.
Yeah. So Craig, just to give you an idea of where we're at, our outside sales agents, if they were to do 2 deals a month, our average commission is about $11,500. They would average, they would probably make about $165,000 a year.
Net in your pocket. That's a sweet deal.
Net in your pocket.
Yep. And how many hours? How many hours a week? Okay, so let's use those numbers. I'm making $165,000 net in my pocket. A lot of realtors don't think about this. Well, you know, I make $200,000. No, you don't. If you're you take away all your expenses, even if you make 200 grand, you're not making 165. This is $165,000 in your pocket. And how many hours a week would you say they're working for that?
Well, I would say, honestly, if they're doing that, they're probably in that 45, 50-hour week, quite frankly.
Okay. So now that's a sweeter deal. How would you like to work 40, 45 hours a week, make 165 grand, no expenses, and you're not doing cold calling, you're not doing door knocking, you're not chasing prospects. All you're doing is going from appointment to appointment to appointment. All these appointments, by the way, have been qualified by the inside sales agents. Guys, if this doesn't make sense to you, I don't know. This is really just like the biggest no-brainer in real estate. You've got some PowerPoint slides you want to share with us. So,
yeah,
Faith, let's do that.
Okay. So, Craig, what we're doing is that we interview our agents 3 times. With the advent of COVID coming around, we came into this aspect of quite frankly, we're able to meet them through our Teams meeting, okay, through a virtual meeting. So we're going through probably about 6 agents a week, looking, interviewing, and we interview them in that first interview. And if in fact they give us the impression they want to make $165,000 a year, we put them through the second interview. And the second interview is this: we kind of explain to them the process that we went through with Karey Proctor. And this is the ladder of the success that we went through with you and that we're continuing on. And we started the very basic with coaching and went up the ladder. And quite honestly, every time we went up the ladder, we did a quantum leap. So we're anticipating with Titanium and Your Home Sold Guarantee Realty, we're going to do that. So we show them the general picture here. Okay, but really what we're looking at, Faith, if you could go to the next slide.
What do you anticipate you're going to do in GCI this year?
Probably $750,000 to $1 million.
That's not bad, eh?
Hey,
no wonder you came out of retirement. and you're having fun.
I am, and I get to work with my broker. She's my broker during the day. At night, she's my wife.
Well, you better watch out. It's really nice though that you guys can you can have this business that you both enjoy, and you can divide up the work, and really you're having fun with it, because neither one of you needs to work. I think this is, the point that should be made here is neither Rick or Karey need to do this. They don't need to work. Rick came out of retirement. He was good. Okay. So this isn't just about the money. This is building something that's fun. I mean, really, it's like when we play Monopoly, right? When we play Monopoly, you're not making money. The money's not real, but it's fun. That's what I love about real estate. I love the strategy part of it. And forgive me, Rick and Karey, but I've given you this bug now, and you've got this bug and you love it, and you're all in on it. So moving up the ladder, you move from coaching. Coaching is where everybody starts with us. And then when you want to grow your team, you go up to, if we can flip it back one slide, Faith, just explain to everybody this ladder, this value ladder, one more. So when Rick and Karey met me, they started in coaching right at the bottom of the ladder. And then they started building their team. It's like, okay, we have special training for those of you that want a team or you have a team. So they moved up the ladder to platinum. And guess what happened? When they moved from coaching to platinum, they started making more money. Mm-hmm. And this is the way we describe it, is the more all in you are, the further you go up the ladder, the more money you're going to make with us. So Rick and Karey are like, okay, well, let's try it out. We moved from coaching to platinum and it worked. They made more money. Okay. And then they moved up to, they kept moving up the ladder to Titanium. And now they've got their own Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty brokerage. So this is a brokerage that's owned by Rick and Karey. I don't own the brokerage. They license the Karey Proctor system for their brokerage. So that means for Rick and Karey and all of the agents on their team, this is one of the big points of difference. This is the operating system. Like, your Apple phone has an operating system. The Karey Proctor system is the operating system for the Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty brokerage. So now Rick and Karey can leverage off of that and they can recruit highly talented team members. So everybody makes more money. Rick and Karey, but also all of the individuals on the team benefit from this team system. So let's go back to the PowerPoint where we left off. And we were talking about your recruiting presentation and how you use this presentation.
Yeah, this presentation, when we do meet with them, is about a 35 to 40-minute presentation. And the reason why we do it is that we kind of thoroughly explain the concept of your home sold guaranteed realty. And we use a lot of clips here with Todd talking about the reasons why we named the brokerage Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. And it kind of thoroughly gives them a good idea, broad view of what we're doing as far as growth. The thing that we ran into, Craig, quite honestly, is that with our old company or our Chasewood Realty, we were somewhat limited. They were limited in their growth. Okay. They would come on with us and they would just be a team member, not a team leader. In this opportunity with Your Home Sold Guarantee, they don't have to go anywhere. Okay. We got over 55,000 agents in Palm Beach County. Think about that. 55,000 agents. Now, 35 to 40 of them don't really sell real estate. They just have a license. You go to a bar and you sit at the bar and you ask, who's a real estate agent? 5 of them are, right? They're all there.
Right. And if you turn around, you're going to bump into another one.
But the factor is that they do have a license and they have an opportunity to make money, okay, even by referral. So they can be part of our organization and be a referral agent, become a team member, be under me as a team, and I'm the team leader. Or if they're a solopreneur, they can go. But we want them to join the Karey Proctor system in this whole complete process. Eventually, we want them to be a team leader like myself. We want them to have people underneath them.
Right. So as agents progress in your company, there's no need for them to leave. The whole company is designed for them to be able to ascend and have the greatest success under your umbrella.
Exactly. Yep. And they want to own their own company. They want to own their own brokerage. We're excited about it. We're going to help you go through this. Karey Proctor is going to help you go through this process. So take your own brokerage. We just don't go nowhere. Just stick with us. We can go through the system together.
Yeah, no, look, it is a no-brainer. If I'm going to repeat this again, if you're in North Palm Beach, okay, you probably heard of the Kendricks. You can Google them. They're the real deal. They're just beginning this journey with Karey Proctor. I mean, hey guys, I wish we had met 10 years ago. That'd be awesome, right? But they're going to do 750, so $750,000 in GCI. It's a business, okay. This isn't about cold calling or door knocking or chasing FSBOs. This is a business that has systems, it has an operating system for lead generation. It has a conversion system. It has presentation systems. It has recruiting, hiring, and training systems. These are the systems that real franchises have. If I bought a McDonald's or a Subway, they would have systems to attract the customers. They would tell me where to buy the equipment. They would tell me how to operate my business. This is what we are explaining to all of our members is you need an operating system. Now, you look at most franchises, they don't have an operating system. You walk into most brokerages, you got one guy doing it one way, another guy doing it. There is no way. There is no way. Everybody independently trying to figure it out, doing it this way and that way. So we believe there's a best way. There's a best way to generate leads. There's a best way to convert the leads. There's a best way to perform a buyer presentation or a listing presentation. There are better agents to recruit and best practices to attract those agents. There's best practices when it comes to training and coaching up your team. That's what this is about. This is an organized business template that any one of you can step in. And here's our promise. You will make more and work less. So when the Kendricks started with me, they're like, okay, well, this makes sense. And has that been true that the more you go all in on this, those two things have happened? You've made more and you've had more freedom.
Absolutely, without a doubt. We feel very comfortable about the thing is that it is a system that's been proven. It's not a new system. It's not to say that you're old, Craig, but you've been around a while and you know this business, right? You've done it, you've lived it, you've breathed it. That's what we believed in. And each time we climbed the ladder, we did a quantum leap. So it is an operation that we feel very comfortable about, and we feel confident about when we sell it to other agents.
Yeah, and by the way, folks, a quantum leap, you see quantum leap here on the screen. What we're talking about when in regards to quantum leap, our definition of a quantum leap is an increase year over year by at least a minimum of 50%. Okay, so if you're making $100,000, we're going to get you to $150,000. Okay, that's what the quantum leap system is about. Most real estate agents have incremental gains, if anything, and what they're taught is well, if you want to go from 100 grand to 150 grand, you got to work 8 days a week and just work harder. And whatever you're doing now, just do more of it, do more door knocking, chase more FSBOs. We want to show you how to flip that equation around. We want to show you how to make much more to quantum leap your income while at the same time backing down the number of hours that you work. Let's remind everyone, the reason we got into real estate was freedom. That's the thing that attracts us to it. But most real estate agents, they don't see freedom. For the very few agents that are successful, and it is very few realtors that actually see financial success, they give up their entire life to real estate. We're just saying it doesn't need to be that way. Okay. The Karey Proctor system will show you how to get your cake and eat it too, how to make more, a lot more as a realtor, and control your hours and actually have a life. Because if it doesn't work that way, it's not sustainable. We see too many realtors. They come in, they run like hell. They can do the sprint, but they can't do the marathon. And so I've been at, Rick says, like, Craig, you've been around for a long time. I've been at this for 30 years. And I'm still standing. I was one of the most successful RE/MAX agents in the history of RE/MAX for over 20 years. The reason I was able to keep that going over and over again is because I made selling 500 to 600 homes a year easy. And I've got members, as you know, Rick and Karey, that are doing far more than me now. Mm-hmm. Thousands of transactions every year. So let's get back to You've attracted a realtor in North Palm Beach. They're like, okay, let me hear what you have to say. Give me your arguments for why I want to join the Kendrick team versus just going out and, continuing to do what I'm doing now.
Okay, so basically what I do is I explain to them about your home sold guarantee, but then what I really get into is what we're going to offer them as far as the ability for them to grow their business. What we have seen traditionally, as we well know, is that agents will get stuck nursing a deal or a transaction through the whole process, get completely frustrated through the process, and then become completely dissatisfied with what they've come up with at the end, because at the end, the customer asks for a reduction in their fee, right? That's what they do. Well, right here it shows them what we'll do. Okay, it's just a snapshot of what we'll do. Like you said before, signs, boxes, business cards. Heck, Craig, we'll even write if they're doing a buyer, we'll write the offer for them. We'll We'll do everything. We did Sunday. I had a customer give me a call 6 years ago. 6 years ago, he's been getting our information. Okay, ongoing monthly. And then he wanted me to come by Sunday and talk to him. We sent out the bomb, and then I got to kind of explain the bomb because it's a sale package, not a real bomb, but it was sitting on his table when I went there Sunday. I went through the presentation and I said, well, what do you think? He says, let's go. Let's do that. And it's a $525,000 transaction. But, the factor is that we offer this to the agents. Everything here. I think the biggest thing here, Craig, is the training. With your home sold guarantee and the university that's been developed, has been incredible. It's been incredible. It's something that we can refer to each week when we talk to right now, our ISAs are going through an hour and a half of reviewing the your home sold guarantee university. They got 3 modules that they got to go through by Friday. So they got to get.
And here's the thing: whatever your home sold brokerage needs, we're going to do it. Like whatever training, whatever we need to do to step up to the plate and help all of our brokerages and our agents more successful. And remember, everything that's developed and all the training that's provided is actually provided by real estate agents that are making hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars doing the thing that they're teaching you on, which is so different than most of the training in real estate. As you know, Rick and Karey, a lot of these big name coaches have never even sold real estate, let alone been successful.
So to add on to that, Craig, we're actually involved, Augusta, Georgia right now. We're going to Todd's place tomorrow for a TW per day. And so we're going to be going over our key performance indicators that he scrutinizes with us on a weekly basis. So we're going to be going over those with him to make sure we're hitting our goals for 2022. So he'll be with us all day tomorrow.
All right. Look, this is just an exciting opportunity for everybody in North Palm Beach that's open to making more money, working less, having a better life in real estate, and really partnering up with Rick and Karey. That's the best way I can describe this. Is you're not an employee. You're basically partnering up, and they're going to coach you up and encourage you to be as successful as possible. They're not threatened by your success. They're encouraging you and will get behind you and push you to be as successful as possible. That's what they want. Most brokerages, yeah, that's not happening. Okay, we got about another 5 minutes here. So what do we want to cover here before we wrap this up?
What you're looking at right here is our goals for next year. Okay, and like I said, I mean, it kind of just signifies if you follow the numbers here, and we use the key performance indicators to come up with our goals. All right, and those are developed by Todd, and it just kind of amplifies what an outside sales agent can make net in his pocket, 165. An inside salesperson, bonus only, can make close to $30,000, not including what they make on a weekly basis. All right. So what we're showing here is the potential for anybody who comes on with us to simply doing 2 transactions a month with our base of 11,500 in commission. They can do this. This is not no brainer.
Right. These are very conservative projections, is what we're saying, right?
50% all the way through.
And if that's average. Now, if you're above average, you can make $300,000 to $400,000 with this opportunity net in your pocket.
And you read that last line, underline in capital letters, no cost of administration or marketing. That's a big number to us. That's a big number, but there's no cost to them to do that.
Amazing opportunity. All right. I want to make sure that everyone understands that they should have a conversation with Rick and Karey, even if you're not in Florida, even if you're not in North Palm Beach. If you just want to verify their success, talk to them about their experience with Craig Proctor and what they're doing, they'd be happy to talk to you. Okay, they don't have a horse in this race. They would say, hey, I can only share my story. Here's what happened to us. Before I met Craig, this is what it looked like. First year with Craig, this is what happened. Second year, third year, here's how we progressed. And I think what everyone can tell is how passionate Rick and Karey are about this. I mean, look, yeah, they make a lot of money doing this, but I hope you get the sense this is not just about the money. They didn't even need the money before they did this, honestly. This is a game worth playing. And let's face it, everything we have at the end of our lives goes to someone else anyway. So why not live your life every day, get up and play a game that's worth playing? Like, they love what they do. They're passionate about it. And they're building an enterprise here right in North Palm Beach. That's a business to be reckoned with. And you're going to see this thing get bigger and bigger and bigger. And we're going to give them whatever support they need to make this happen. So if you're looking for a new opportunity, if you're thinking, you know what, maybe not that satisfied with my real estate career right now, what other opportunities are out there? too many realtors, they flip flop. Oh, I'm not doing well. Maybe, I'll flip from Remax to Keller Williams to whatever, right? Give this a try. Imagine having your own business opportunity inside of a brokerage where you can focus truly on the high impact money making activities that you got in real estate to do in the first place. You didn't get in real estate to get keys cut, stand in Home Depot, getting a key cut, installing key boxes, running around, taking pictures. Now I get it. When I first got into real estate, I thought I was the only one that could take a picture of a house. Nobody can get a key cut like Craig. These menial activities have to be delegated so you can make the big money in real estate. Okay, yeah, we got to get rid of that stuff so you can focus on the most important thing. You don't have to worry about the lead generation. You don't have to worry about the calling of the buyers and sellers and reaching them. And you don't have to worry about that. All you have to do is show up at the address of that appointment that Rick and Karey have given you with this awesome presentation. They will coach you up to be awesome. Remember, the more money you make, the more money they make. If you're an average agent, you're just average, you're making $165,000 a year with 2 transactions a month. Now I want you to think about this. Let's think about how much money you're making per hour here. What's the average commission, let's say in North Palm Beach right now?
I would say probably, what would you say?
11,500.
11,500 with us.
Okay, let's be super conservative and even say 10, just because 10,000 is easier math.
Right.
Okay, literally. Okay, if I'm an outside sales agent on your team, this is all I have to do. Okay, and you interrupt me if I don't describe this the right way. But you set me up on the listing appointment. You've given me the listing presentation. You've coached me up. All I have to do is go into that house, spend an hour with this presentation, and the seller's going to sign the listing with me. And then I've got to spend another hour at some point negotiating the offer and getting it accepted. Maybe I've got to spend another hour between then and closing. I got 3 hours into this. If I'm making 10 or what am I? I'm making 3,000. Okay, I'm making $3,000 an hour.
Yeah.
If you thought about the hourly rate, your outside sales agents are making $3,000 or $4,000 an hour.
In this market too, Craig, that we have, like for instance, we brought on and did an open house over the weekend. It generated 11 offers on that. The one that we're going to accept, or the seller's going to accept, is $35,000 over list price. No appraisal and no inspection.
It's an amazing opportunity. I gotta, this is a no-brainer, folks. I was writing down no-brainer. Look, I just want to make sure that if you're watching this, okay, that you, even if you want to do this in your own marketplace, let's say you're not let's say you're not in North Palm Beach, okay, you're in Chicago, okay, you're in California. I want you to reach out to Rick and Karey. And I want you to hear this. You will be excited, okay, about this opportunity in real estate that you may not even know existed. Rick and Karey, when you first got into real estate, you probably found, well, real estate's about schlepping buyers around and you list houses and you got to do a whole bunch of stuff you don't like.
Right.
You can do the stuff you like. But the truth of the matter is now you're a rainmaker. And let me ask you this. What do you spend your time doing all day long? Lead generation, right?
Yes.
Coaching your team, coaching and
Yes.
training, okay, recruiting and hiring.
Yes.
Those are the big 3.
Yes, sir.
Does everyone see this? The way to get really rich in real estate is not to sell real estate. That's what they've done. They're not running around with buyers and sellers, but you can do this inside their umbrella. You can start off as an agent, start off as an outside sales agent, and then maybe you say, you know what, I want to grow my own team. You can grow your own team inside of Rick and Karey's business. You can grow this thing as big as you want. Again, the more money you make, the more money
we'd get excited about it for them. We'd be so happy for them.
The truth is, a lot of realtors outgrow their brokerage. There is no outgrowing a Craig Proctor brokerage. No outgrowing it. This is what this is designed to do. This is designed for you guys to move up the ladder and do better. And another thing I want to talk about is most real estate agents, they work and they work and they work until they can't work anymore. They don't have any exit strategy. right? They just work and work. The great thing about what you're building is you got a sellable asset.
And by the way, we do have a personal wealth where they can build up their retirement program too.
Because that's what we want. We want to take care of our people. You've got great people, right from your administrative staff to your inside sales agents, your outside sales agents. Rick and Karey, not only have you enriched your lives, but you've enriched the lives of everyone in your team. And because you're so competent, you do such a great job, you're helping thousands of home buyers and sellers in North Palm Beach, Florida. And you know what you're saving them from? Having an average experience, having an average transaction with an average or less than average realtor. I want to thank you guys so much for doing the interview today. I'm so happy to see your continued success. And I'm going to get you back on here again. Sometime in the next year, we'll do a follow-up. We'll get you back here, and you can talk about how you've progressed and what your new records are you're going to shatter. We're going to get you up over $1 million GCI.
Thank you, Craig. Listen, Karey and I really appreciate you helping us out through this process. It gives us direction to go ahead forward personally and professionally. And that's what we look at every day, every morning when we wake up. We always got something to do. We're not waking up like an average agent figuring out what they're going to do.
Folks, I want to thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you call out or at least Google Rick and Karey Kendrick, okay, your home sold guaranteed realty in North Palm Beach, Florida. Thank you so much for watching the Craig Proctor Real Estate Show.